I got 3 violations. Yes, not 1, not 2, but 3. Man, listen, it all happened on the faithful morning of October 22nd. Hey, man, it happened this morning. 5:30 a.m., head out the hotel, do my pre-trip. Everything's good, everything checks out. Half an hour into my ride, it's like 6:05 or something. I notice I have a way station coming up ahead. And guess what? Yeah, you guessed it. The lights were flashing. So, alright, I do what any normal truck driver would do. I go into the inspection lot. So as I pull in, I'm thinking, nah, you know what? I'm gonna be one of those ones that I always go on, and I just, I'm able to glide right through. Boy, was I wrong. See that flashlight waving me to come down into the parking lot? It is what it is, man. I know I'm good. I know I got a clean license. I know I have all the paperwork on me. I did my pre-trip. Everything looks good. I think I'm good, man. I think I'm good. So I pull into the lot. Another truck was on the side, so he had to move over for me. He was like a hot shot truck. He had to move over because I needed all that room to get in there. Yeah, so anyways. So this is my first inspection since I've been driving. 9 months into driving on the road, and finally I got my first inspection. And you know what's crazy? Every time I pass a way station, I'll be like, please don't let me see them blinking lights. Please don't let me see them blinking lights. And there's times I do see those blinking lights, and I go right through that. I go right through that inspection, and I never get called to pull up to get inspected. But today I did. So I get into the parking spot. He asked me for my license, registration and all that good stuff. Give it to him. He asks me to open the door. He checks and makes sure I have my reflective triangles, my fire extinguisher. Then he pulls out this mallet from his van, starts banging my tires. Then he checks the lights, etc., etc. I lift the hood, everything checks out. But as he's looking inside, he's asking me for my log. I'm saying, okay, this is good. I got that. I got the log. I got the ELD. I'm good. So I go log in, I go to my log, and I'm like, wait a minute, I never done this before. So he walks me through it on how to send him my log. So I send him my log. First I'm having trouble because there's no connection. I'm like, oh man. So I'm sitting there for a good 2 minutes trying to figure it out. The connection. So I take my time. I start to read the indicator of what it's really saying to me. Oh, turn the truck on, Ty. You need connection. So I turn the truck off, back on. Fully on, start the ignition, boom, boom, truck starts right up, boom, press the button. Oh, okay, now I can send it. So he gives me the code on where to send the log to, NY5138, and it's crazy how I can remember that right now still. I'm traumatized, you guys, I'm traumatized. So, send the log right over. He says, all right, everything checks out with the truck. He did the walk around with the inspection sticker, everything looks good. I had to crack open the back of the seal of the trailer, so he had to take a look in there. And he also gave me another seal to put on once he cracked open and looked inside of it. Also had to give him my bill of lading. Like, it was just thoroughly checking me. So yeah, so now that the logs, he's finishing up doing all that, the log's sent over. He said, all right, hang tight. It's gonna take about 20 minutes. You can use the restroom, walk around, do what you gotta do. I just left the hotel not so long ago. I'm good. Plus, I still got to hit up the fuel station, so I didn't need to use the restroom just yet. I'm just patiently waiting, hoping nothing, comes back. I know it won't, but, these type of things, it's traumatizing. When you get pulled over by the cops, when you get, an inspection, it's always traumatizing. Well, at least for me it is, because I don't like being in those situations. So, 15 minutes pass, he calls me over. Hey, come here. I'm like, uh-oh, he's calling me over. He's not even coming back to the truck with my license and my paperwork. So this must be something going on here. So I walk up to his van. He shows me his computer. He says, you see this? I'm looking. Yeah, it's my log. Okay, can you see what's wrong with this? I'm looking again. Now I'm looking more intensely. I'm like, holy shit. All right, let's rewind, you guys. I made a video about 2 weeks ago where my ELD fell off the dash and it broke, and I've been using it like that ever since. Well, when the ELD broke off the dash, not only did the wires, yank out of it, and I have to finagle it to use it, it also hit the floor, meaning, pow. So the impact must have caused it, to have some technical difficulties. Because now what happened was when he was showing it to me, my on-duty hours and my drive time hours flipped. So my off-duty's regular, then it goes down to on-duty, and all that time I'm driving, it's documenting it that I'm on duty. And all those times that I'm on duty, it's documenting it that I'm driving. So it's basically flip places. How did that do that? I have no idea. This ELD been giving me issues ever since it fell off the dash, and my boss does know about it. He did order a new one, but in the meantime, between time, he didn't tell me he ordered a new one, and he wasn't telling me also that I should be using the paper log. Now I gotta take some accountability here, because I should have started using that paper log the moment that thing fell off. But also, to my defense as well, even though it fell off and it broke, it still was operational. It still was documenting my time. As I'm seeing it on the monitor, it was still documenting my time correctly, my drive time hours correctly. Even when I was going off duty and certifying my logs, it was still doing everything correctly. It wasn't showing how it was when he showed it to me. So somewhere along the line, it started glitching. So by me having wrong logs, he had no choice but to give me a violation for that, and also a violation for not having the ELD mounted properly in my view where I can see it. So I have 2 violations here. He also documented it that the reason why. I don't know how that goes. This is my first time. I don't know if that's gonna help out or not. I don't know. All I know is he did document it that the reason why my hours of service is not correctly documented is because of the broken ELD. Now, so he told me to give this to my company. They have to then, scan this, and they got 8 days to fix the issue. So I only can use this. I can only drive in this truck 8 more days. Well, after today, 7 more days with my paper log. After today, I need to be put in another truck that has an ELD, or I can't drive this truck. So luckily for them, I could go the rest of this week and Monday. But after that, hopefully that the new ELD that they're gonna put in this truck, hopefully the new one's here by then, so that way I could continue driving my truck, because I'm pretty comfortable in this truck. I really don't like going in any of the other guys' truck, because they don't know how to keep their truck clean. And there's only like I think there's 2 more other day cabs, and then one sleeper cab. The sleeper cab is gross. I don't like driving that sleeper cab. I drove it once to take it to get cleaned out, take it to the truck wash, and it was disgusting inside. No AC. I don't want to drive that one. And the other 2 day cabs, the other guys, I'm quite sure they're not going to want to give up their day cab. So, fingers crossed, hopefully by Monday, when I come in Monday, I will have my new ELD in my truck. But man, this is crazy. So then I asked him, hey, is this going to affect my CDL? Luckily for me, I didn't get no ticket. It doesn't affect my CDL. It's just these 2 violations in which my company must fix, so it's not going to hinder me. I do still need to do a little research on the CVSR, I think he said it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, CVSR or something like that. He said it's going to just show points on that. But as far as my license, my actual CDL license, he said there's not going to be no points taken on that because I didn't get a ticket. And that's mainly what I was concerned about, is really just getting a ticket. I don't want to have a ticket. I don't want to have to pay a lot of money. I don't want that ticket reflected on my CDL when going to get a future job. You know what I'm saying? But man, my first inspection. It ain't funny. Well, what can I do? I can't cry about it. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna laugh about it. So yeah, man, this is what it is, man.